The first time I came out to my mother, all I needed to tell her was that I'm not straight. Straight is a word she understands, and not straight is just something other than that. My relationship with my mother is more important to me than any label, so I couldn't risk confusing her. This just isn't a conversation small towns know the words for. My mother was the first female pastor in Mauston, Wisconsin. Every Sunday she preaches to a church of less than 200. In this town, queer is still an excuse. To forget my order at the Daily Grind Cafe and charge me extra when they finally get it right. To not want my mother to baptize their children because clearly she did something wrong with me. To them, queer is not a word reclaimed, not worthy of pride. I am not safe being myself here. I came out to my mother a year after I realized I could never be happy in this town. I was so afraid for her to see I was choosing honesty over safety. I am still afraid she thinks I made the wrong choice. She tells me she dreams my death every night. Tells me, wear a dress to church, don't talk about my girlfriend, just pretend like I belong here. But I can't do those things. Even if I cover my tattoos and don't speak up in public, I can't hide who I am. She is trying to learn what queer means. I tell her for me, it's mostly about the people I'm attracted to, but it's a complicated identity. I say, don't assume it's the same for everyone. My mother has accepted that she won't always get it right, but she's still trying. She no longer uses gendered pronouns for God, even in her sermons. She bought me men's dress shirts for my job interviews. She gave me a Bible that uses human instead of man. She asked me to teach her how to tie a bow tie. My mother might always flinch when I use the word queer, but I know it's not because of me. To her, that word is less my identity and more target, more reason to lock the doors at night, more praying I come home from work alive. So if it's easier for her to think of me as just not straight, then fine. She thinks I'll be safer if we don't use that word, and I can't bring myself to tell her she's wrong. I don't blame her for wanting to be a little less afraid. My mother is gossip at quilting circles, midnight hospital visits, Bible studies at the Christian cafe, small town religion. As much as I may want her to, she cannot change that. She cannot leave this place, even though she knows it's not safe for me here. But in the only email I ever saved from her, she tells me, I will love you however you need me to love you. And I believe her, even though neither of us knows what that looks like yet.